a little bit of light, trying to find my heart. Funny when I break out a lifestyle dark. Honey when I break in a tight flow spot. When a psycho chart, playing dice, go start out. Who are you? Better know yourself, know your soul, gotta know your will. Slow your roll, get a hold, don't melt, and don't you fall when I feel like hell. Oh, who am I? M.I.E.? I'm not the one you wanna fuck with. Late nights messing up my sleep, so I'm flustered. Taking out aggression with my pen because I trust it. Writing, trying to get myself a lamb color trust for the game. Leave from hanging by a chain, click bang. Feeling rage, feeling fire in my brain, feeling insane. And it's always feel the flame, 45 till my brain, playing more, please fail, no glory.
What's up guys, I'm King Majin coming guys with another video, and today I will be doing my first Dragon Ball What If. And that will be, what if a Yardratian was on Earth when Goku landed? I picture having a Yardratian on Earth would make everyone much stronger. With spirit control, spirit vision, gigantification, duplication, and healing. All those abilities plus spirit control would make the humans and Goku immensely strong at the beginning of the series. So, I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more. And really comment down below because I took a lot of creative liberties with power levels and certain characters in the show. So I hope you guys like it. Come on, silly. I'm sorry, that's my cat. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. We start the video off on Yardrat, but a Yardratian male will be sitting in prison until one of the guards shows up. He would say, "How are you doing, traitor?" And he would say, "I'm not a traitor, I just refuse to fight." And the Yardratian would say, "What's the difference?" And the Yardratian that's locked up would say, "The difference is, I'm a pacifist. I shouldn't be forced to fight." And the Yardratian, the guard would say, "So many died, and you just stood back and watched." And he would say, "I am a healer, not a fighter, and I will keep to my beliefs no matter what." And the Yardratian would say, Afterwards, he would say, "It's time for you to be brought before the council." The Yardratian would be brought before the council of, well, the Yardratian elders or whatever, because I can't believe this is what normal Yardratians look like. I mean, like certain species of Yardratians look like. But, I'm rambling on. The Yardratian elders would say, "Because of your actions, so many died." And he would say, "Because of my actions, so many were saved. I do not fight." And the Yardratian elders would say, "I understand your wishes, but if you had fought, a lot more people would have been saved." And the Yardratian would say, "How do you know that?" And the elders would say, "We know all." The Yardratian would say, "If you know all, why didn't you save my son?" And I'm going to bring this up. The only reason this Yardratian is a pacifist is because his son died to violence, so he refuses to fight. Okay, that's a bit of context out of the way. So the Yardratian elders would say, "We do not care." Not "we do not care," they would just ignore the question basically and say, "For your crimes of treason, you will be banished." He would say, "Fine." They would set him up in a space pod similar to one of Goku's, but with a blue looking glass or whatever. He would be journeying into the universe until he stumbles upon Earth. He would then land, pop out of his ship, and see an old man. Don't mind the halo, that's just the best image of Grandpa Gohan I could find. The Yardratian would say hello, and Grandpa Gohan would say hello, not being scared, but being quite friendly to him. They would strike up a conversation and go to Gohan's house. The Yardratian would tell him about everything that just happened to him, why he's a pacifist, about his people, and some of his techniques. Over the time, the two would become great friends. I want to state this, the Yardratian's power is 1,400, putting him over everyone on the planet, but he is a pacifist, so he will not fight no matter what. Over time, Gohan's power level was originally stated to be 130 when he fought Goku in Baba's tournament. I picture the Yardratian teaching him a little bit of spirit control in the first month of them being friends. So, Gohan's power level would then go to 169. Not putting him on even Piccolo's level, but putting him on a decent level. 1 month later, The two would be talking and planting vegetables and stuff like that, until they see a pod crash and see a baby come out of it. The Yardratian male would then see his son and the child, he would then glimpse a picture of his son when looking at the child, but then he would realize this is a Saiyan. He's probably come here to conquer your planet. To conquer your planet. Gohan would say, "Oh, so they send them young." Yardratian would say, "Yes, but this one doesn't seem too bad. He is a bit rowdy, but I bet we could change him." Okay. They would take the baby home, and the Yardratian elder, I need to figure out a name for him. I'm gonna call him Yard. So Yard and Grandpa Gohan would start taking care of Goku. Goku is what they would call him. Yard would grow really attached to Goku, seeing a lot of his son in him, especially his fiery temper. Goku would still get the bump on his head, all that would go down the same. But for the next 9 years, they'll be one big happy family. As everything goes on in Goku's life, he will be much more rounded. He wouldn't have that many interactions with people, but Grandpa Gohan would teach him how to treat women. He would give him a basic education. The Yard would give him a basic education, and they would go to visit cities and stuff like that. Goku would be a lot more mature. He would still love battle, but he wouldn't seek it out like a madman. He would be really mature for his age. That's what I'm trying to get on right here. But let's get into power levels. Oh wait, sorry. I want to state one more thing. Grandpa Gohan wouldn't be crushed by Goku because they have a Yardratian with a power level of 1,400. He might not be a fighter, but he can still hold Goku down. Sorry guys. I picture Grandpa Gohan and the Yardratian teaching Goku how to control his Grade 8 form. I believe he would get it down in the 9 years of them being together. So, Goku will have complete control over his Ozaru form. As life goes on, Gohan... Oh yeah, sorry guys. I keep apologizing. I need to stop. That's a bad habit of me. But, for these 9 years, Gohan and Goku would have been training in spirit control. Gohan would have gone to a power level of 600. It's more like imperfect spirit control because the Yardratian only knows a small bit of spirit control and how to heal people. He has no fighting techniques. I just need to state that. Gohan's power level would be 600, training in imperfect spirit control. Goku would be 500, weaker than Gohan, but his Ozaru form would put him way past everyone on the planet. The Yardratian wouldn't have trained very much, just teaching Gohan and Goku, but he would still get a boost in power because he's around strong people and helping them learn. I figured he would just get a small boost, that's basically it. But one day, Grandpa Gohan and Goku would be sparring, until a mysterious blue-haired girl appears asking for the Dragon Ball. Gohan wouldn't be holding on to this too fiercely. He wouldn't really care about it because it's just an orb. But he would then ask, why does she want it? And she would say, that's my reasons. Grandpa Gohan would say, He would then go grab the Dragon Ball, handing it to Bulma. But then he would suggest that Goku go with her. He would say he's a strong boy and I'm pretty sure he can protect you. Bulma would have no problems against this and she would let Goku go with her. Bulma and Goku would begin their adventure, with Bulma noticing that he's not that dumb for a boy who grew up in the mountains, and he's pretty mature for his age. Over the time, Goku would go around just destroying everyone in the beginning. The pterodactyl man, the bear thief, and he will also save Turtle, returning him to the ocean. Turtle will then return back, bringing Master Roshi along with him. Master Roshi would see Bulma and Goku and offer Goku the Flying Nimbus. Goku would then start to fly, saying he doesn't need it, but he'll take it anyway. Master Roshi would say, "You can fly! Are you from the what's it called again? The Crane School? Yeah, I think it's the Crane School. Goku would then say, no, I was just taught by my Grandpa Gohan in my Grandpa Yard. And Master Roshi would say, Gohan, you're his boy? And Goku would say, yes. No wonder you're so talented. And Goku would then say, thank you, sir. Bulma would notice the Dragon Ball around Master Roshi's neck and ask for it. The same shenanigans would go on like normal with her getting the Dragon Ball, except Goku didn't steal her panties. Master Roshi would offer Goku to come train with him, and Goku would say, maybe next time, I'm kind of on this journey with her right now. Master Roshi would say, sure. Afterwards, they would then fly off to some city or whatever. The village Oolong was, terrorizing. Goku would trounce Oolong, defeating him pretty easily, and they would force him to work with them. They would go into the desert, running into Yamcha, but instead of Goku losing because he's malnourished, Goku would just destroy Yamcha. Goku would then heal Yamcha, seeing into his heart, saying, he's not that bad of a guy. He would then heal him, while Bulma steps over and says, are you okay? He would then get a nosebleed, passing right back out. And Bulma would ask Goku, can he heal him again? And Goku would say, I can't heal that. And she would be confused, and Goku and Oolong would be laughing. Goku is a lot more down to earth, knowing a lot more, instead of just being so ignorant of the world. Grandpa Gohan and Yard would have taught him a lot. And you saw how in Dragon Ball, Grandpa Gohan is a bit of a lady killer. I don't think that trait would transfer over to Goku. And I could see Yard being of his own age, he would be a little bit perverted as well. So Goku, he has a good understanding of where he fits into the world. And of women as well. Afterwards, they would go to the same town that the Rabbit Boss was terrorizing. Goku would defeat the Rabbit Boss without Yamcha needing to step in. Afterwards, they would go to Fire Mountain. The Ox King would then attack Goku, but Goku would just catch his arm, throwing him back. And the Ox King would say, if you want my treasure, you can't have it. It's surrounded by all this fire. And even if it wasn't, I still wouldn't let you have it. Goku would say, oh, are you the Ox King? And the Ox King would say, how do you know me? And Goku would say, my friend Oolong told me about you a while ago. But my Grandpa Gohan said something about you too. And the Ox King would say, Your grandpa's Gohan? He was my rival. And Goku would say, He said how you were so strong and a really good friend. The Ox King would then say, oh, Gohan. And Goku would then say, I can put out this fire for you. And the Ox King would be skeptical, saying, how? Goku would then charge up a blast with his hand, a Kamehameha. He would then fling it at the fire. He would have enough control over his energy for it not to destroy the Ox King's castle, but just blow away the entire fire. The Ox King would be incredibly impressed by this, saying, Chi-Chi, come and meet him. Chi-Chi would come out of nowhere, saying, hi, my name's Chi-Chi. And Goku would say, hi, my name's Goku. Chi-Chi would start to flirt with Deku and offer him flowers, thanking him for putting out the fire at his home. Goku would then accept the flowers, saying, you're welcome. Chi-Chi would ask Goku, will he think of her again? And Goku would say, maybe, maybe not. Only time may tell. This would make Chi-Chi sad, but it will reaffirm what she has to do. Make Goku hers. Afterwards, Yamcha would then join up with the group, having the same plan like last time to steal the Dragon Balls from them. Because, well, Pilaf stole them I forgot to say that. Pilaf stole them when Goku and them were distracted. Sorry about that. Goku would completely trounce Pilaf and his robot, destroying them but not killing them. They will have all the Dragon Balls together and summon Shenron. They would give Goku the wish because, well, Yamcha and Bulma had already found each other. So, Goku would then think, I have nothing to wish for, and he would then send the dragon away. The whole gang would be shocked by this, and Deku would say, I have everything. I said Deku. Goku Goku would say, I have everything. Bulma and Yamcha would start dating and Oolong would go with them as Goku goes off to train with Master Roshi. When he's off training with Master Roshi, he would run into Krillin, and Master Roshi would tell them to bring him a beautiful young woman. Goku would then save Launch without the flying Nimbus, but just flying, grabbing Launch as the police are shooting at her. Launch would then open her eyes, seeing that she's being held up by a boy who can fly. Her heart would start to flutter for a bit, then she would calm down. Krillin would then say, "Can you come with us, please?" And she would say, "Sure," blushing a little bit. Master Roshi would see Launch and say, "We'll start your training soon, boys." Launch, you guys can already tell what I'm doing here. Launch will be very infatuated with Goku, especially with how mature he is and how strong. Goku is at least 13 right now, with Launch being at least 17, so 4-year age difference. So I see like nice Launch being really into Goku because he's all mature and stuff like that. Not the same type of kid he was in the original Dragon Ball. And I will be touching about both forms of Launch liking Goku. The other one would like him for how mature and kind he was, while this one would like him for how strong and confident he was. Launch really wouldn't have a thing for Tien Shinhan. And you can tell I'm gonna make Launch a long-lasting character. But Goku, Master Roshi, and Krillin would start their training. Master Roshi would then realize that he has to put more effort into Goku because of how powerful he already is. He will also then think he needs to start pushing Krillin harder too. Over this time, both sides of Launch would have really fallen for Goku, but wouldn't have had the courage to tell him. Goku would have noticed this because, well, he can sense stuff like that now. He could tell that they both liked him and he liked them too. Both sides of them. But Goku would still be not ignorant, but he would be shy. Like, he'll be like that one nerdy kid that gets the cute girl on all the TV shows. Okay, let me just get out of this. The main takeaway here is that Launch is in love with Goku and Goku has feelings for Launch. Over this time, Goku and Krillin will have got their new gis, and let's get into power levels. Krillin's first time meeting Master Roshi had a power level of 8, and when the tournament came around, like the first tournament in Dragon Ball, the 21st, his power level, he got a boost of 2.75 times, putting his power level at 22. But for this scenario, he's training with Goku, a much more powerful Goku at that, but he won't get that large of a boost. His power level of 8 from the original, like when he started training, will be multiplied by 5, putting him at 40, well above what Goku and him were in the 21st tournament. Master Roshi's power level was originally stated in Dragon Ball Z to be 139. Over the time practicing with Goku, his power level would increase by 1.3 times, putting him at 181. Goku's power level at the start of this series was 500. He's training with much weaker people, so his boost won't be that significant, but still a big boost compared to everyone else. He will get a boost of 1.2 times, putting his power level at 600 exactly. Master Roshi would then tell them about the tournament, and then they would head off. Goku and Krillin, we already know that they're going to clear the preliminary brackets easily. And then we get into the finals. Bacteria versus Krillin, Nam versus Ranfan, Jackie Chun versus Yamcha, Goku versus Jiren. Krillin would completely destroy Bacteria, realizing he does have a no skill in this scenario. Jackie Chun would defeat Yamcha, but Yamcha did get stronger. His power level was originally stated in this to be 16, but I can see, after being defeated by Goku so easily, him training harder and getting at least a power level of 20. Ranfan and Nam would then fight, with Nam winning easily. Then Goku and Jiren would fight, with, Goku being caught in the gum, but breaking out significantly much like it's like paper to him at this point. Jiren would then surrender, holding up the white flag again. Then we come into the semifinals. Jackie Chun versus Krillin. This match will be good, but as Krillin's gotten stronger, so has Master Roshi, or in this case, Jackie Chun. It will be a fight of ingenuity and strength from Krillin, but Master Roshi, Jackie Chun would still win. It will be M.I.M.E versus Goku. This match will be pretty one-sided with Goku just completely bodying M.I.M.E. M.I.M E would then try to do his little dive bomb technique, but Goku would then catch it, then throw him outside the ring like nothing even happened. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Then we get to the finals. This match would be pretty close, with Goku using all his strength, Master Roshi using his Thunder Shock Surprise, and drunken boxing techniques to throw Deku off his... I keep saying Deku. I have My Hero Academia on the brain. Goku using drunk boxing to throw off Goku. But in the end, Goku's power would still be far more significant than Master Roshi's and his techniques, and Goku will win. Goku would then meet up with Gohan and Yard. Master Roshi and Krillin would be shocked to see this pink man, but then think, this must be the one who taught Goku that imperfect spirit control thing. Master Roshi would then say, I would like to train with you one day, and Krillin would say it too. But then they would say they have to go off somewhere for a bit and train their own way for a while. They would then leave, leaving the Sun family, which is, he is a part of their family. Sorry. Oh, I hate apologizing like that, but I'm gonna get back into it. Goku would then tell Master... Oh god, I hate this. Goku would then tell Gohan and Yard that he wants to go explore the world. They would have no objections to this and tell him to be safe. Goku would go out and destroy the Red Ribbon Army, collecting Dragon Balls along the way. Missionary Tao would still kill Upa's dad. I think it's Bara. I'm not sure. Goku would then come out of nowhere, and Tao Pai Pai would think it's just some kid, but then Goku would body him easily. Upa would then start crying, saying, my dad. And Goku would then say, I got you. He wouldn't say I got you, he'd say, it'll be okay. I'll go get the Dragon Balls and wish him back to life. And Upa would say, you can wish my daddy back to life? And Goku would say yes. Afterwards, Upa would then point to the top of the tower saying, if you go up there, you can get stronger. Goku would then think, stronger, huh? Sorry, you guys. Goku would then fly up the tower, arriving at Korin's place. Korin would then try to do the water thing, but Goku would take it easily. Korin would then throw Goku like a few senzu beans, telling him, use those wisely, kid. You might be the thing that protects the Earth one day, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. Goku would then eat one. And even if it was a small fight, Goku has been going non-stop for days now, so I do picture his power level at least going to 110. Afterwards, he would go to Baba's to ask about the Dragon Ball. Baba would tell Goku that he has to fight his men, and Upa would say, sure. And Baba would suggest Goku get more friends, and Goku would say, I don't need anyone. Goku would be more confident in this scenario because he could sense their power and he knows that they're not stronger than him. They will all come at him together, the Invisible Man, Vampire Man, the Mummy, and the Demons, all except for Grandpa Gohan, who is still alive in the scenario. Goku would then completely body all of them, get the last Dragon Ball, summon the dragon, and bring back Upa's father. I still have My Hero Academia on the brain. Goku would then fly Upa back, and Upa would then be crying on his daddy's leg, saying, thank you, Goku, thank you. Goku would say, no problem. We cut to the next tournament, with Tien Shinhan and Chaozu finally getting into the mix. First match will be Yamcha versus Tien Shinhan, Wolfman versus Jackie Chun, Krillin versus... Sorry for the yawn, you guys. Krillin versus Chaozu, and Goku versus Pop-Hut. Here are the power levels right now for the series, with Krillin having 140, Yamcha having 130, Master Roshi having 185 because he didn't train as much because Goku wasn't around to compete with him, and Goku would be at power level of 760. still enough to one-shot everyone here. But Chaozu and Yamcha's power levels, and oh my god, Chaozu and Tien's power levels would stay completely the same, nothing changing it at all. Afterwards, they would begin the tournament with Tien Shinhan and Yamcha going at it back and forth. I believe Yamcha wouldn't get his leg broken in this scenario, but I do believe he will get his leg at least dislocated. Meaning Tien Shinhan wins the match. The Wolfman would then come up and Master Roshi would just take him out easily and revive the moon for him. Krillin and Chaozu's fight would go on with Chaozu using his telekinesis to take the advantage multiple times, but Krillin with his higher power level would defeat Chaozu. Next match would be Goku versus Palput, and Goku would just completely one-shot Palput. After this, we will have the match between Jackie Chun and Tien Shinhan. Tien Shinhan being at 180 and Jackie Chun being at 185. Not a big difference, but a difference nonetheless. And with all of Master Roshi's experiences, I don't think he wins. I think Tien Shinhan has more than enough skill, power, and the ability to fly than Master Roshi. So I think he will win by ring out. Master Roshi would be trying to suicide him, but he would then kick her out. Ooh. Oh my god, I just said her. I just spaced out. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It is really late right now. What I was trying to say is Tien Shinhan would just kick him out of the ring, flying down to the ground. And he would be just using his flying ability. I'm sorry I rambled on there. I literally just fell asleep for a minute. But after that, we will have the semifinal match with Krillin versus Goku. This match will be one of the closest, not close at all. Goku will completely body Krillin. Afterwards, we will get to the match with Tien Shinhan versus Goku. Goku just completely defeating Tien Shinhan. Not even trying, really. Afterwards, Goku would then remember how he didn't even cash the last check for what he won when he won the last martial arts tournament. Everyone would hear this and say, "Let's go eat." Goku would then be packing it away with everyone saying, and Bulma will ask, "Did you teach him any manners?" And Yard and Gohan would say, "Yes, we did, but he apparently is really hungry right now." And Yamcha would say, "He sure is." And for their power levels, I would say they got a little bit stronger, but not that much because Gohan wasn't shown to train in the original series like a madman, and the Yardratian only teaches, so there would be no reason for him to get stronger because he's a pacifist and all that stuff. Afterwards, Goku will remember that he left his power pole at the tournament, and Krillin will win to go get it. Krillin would then stumble upon the power pole and Tambourine. Tambourine would then start fighting Krillin, but Tambourine's power level was originally stated to be 160, and Krillin would have 140. He wouldn't die as easily to Tambourine as in the past. Goku would then sense Krillin's energy fading and then run off to go check on them. Everyone would then follow suit. Krillin would be on the ground and Tambourine would about to be finish him off. But then Goku comes out of nowhere, Kamehameha, disintegrating Tambourine. Krillin and Goku would then say, "What was that guy?" And Goku would say, "Don't worry about that," and then heal Krillin. King Piccolo would then feel as one of his kids had died. He would then start heading off in the direction to take care of the one who killed his child. Master Roshi would explain all about King Piccolo, and Goku would have been headstrong and rushed out to fight him. Master Roshi would have said, "You're not ready," but Goku would have went anyway. Halfway there, he would have met up with Old Man King Piccolo, and completely defeated him without even trying. He would say, "If only I had my youth back, you would stand no chance." Goku would then show him the Dragon Balls that he has, and then they would wish for him to then he would wish for his eternal youth. He would say, "Kid, thank you. If you run now, I'll spare your life. And Goku would say, no need. And King Piccolo would say, impudent little upstart brat. He would then come at Goku, but Goku would then take him down like nothing. He would then say, that's enough. Kamehameha, destroying him, but not before he spit out an egg. Goku would then be thinking, it's over. Afterwards, a man will appear before him looking exactly like King Piccolo, but Goku wouldn't attack him, feeling a good energy coming off of him. And this man would say, I am Kami, the Guardian of Earth, and I want you to train under me. Goku would be shocked, saying, Guardian of Earth? He would then say, follow me, child. He would then appear, Goku and Kami would then appear at the lookout, with Yard being there as well. Kami would then tell Goku that he wants him to take down Piccolo, who survived, technically. And Goku would say, I know, I saw the egg. I didn't want to destroy it because it hadn't done anything yet. And Kami would say, you should have destroyed it. Kami would then push this to the back of his head and say, and I want you to become the new Guardian of Earth, Yardratian. And he would say, me, Guardian? And Kami would say, you will be perfect. Blah blah blah, he would accept it. Afterwards, 3 years of intense training later. Over this time, Kami would have stepped down as God of Earth, but still been on the lookout just to be like backup or anything. Yard would become the Guardian and all that stuff, and Goku would have gotten much taller and stuff like that. They would have their reunion the same as always, with Goku revealing his hair, but in this one, Launch would be just ogling Goku, and Goku would notice that saying, hey Launch, it's been a while. And she would say it has. And this has been like 3 years since they've last seen each other, so Launch is around, like, I think, 26, and Goku will be around 18 or 20, or no, at least 19 by now. But whatever, age doesn't matter right now. They would be flirting until the other Z fighters would come out of nowhere. And they would say, what are you two doing? And then all of them would be like, nothing. Krillin would then notice how tall Goku's got and be saying, I thought out of the two of us, I would be the giant. I need to reposition myself. Goku would say, but afterwards, let's get into power levels. The normal humans will get a power level boost of 2.5 times, because they will have went and trained with Master Roshi and Grandpa Gohan, getting a small handle on spirit control, and learning how to do healing the same as Goku. Tien Shinhan would have got a 3 times boost in power, putting him at 540, and Chaozu would have got the smallest, putting him at 120. And those are the power levels. Let's get into the video. Oh wait, almost right. Piccolo's power levels was originally stated to be 106 when Raditz came about and all that stuff. Oh wait, no, in the tournament fight with Goku. He would have realized Goku's power by now and trained immensely harder. So his power level would be, well, 790, not far above what Goku was 3 years ago, but pretty much above it already. He wouldn't realize how strong Goku had gotten. And speak about how strong Goku's gotten. Over the time, he would have gotten a 5 times boost, training for 3 years and spending some time in the hyperbolic time chamber. And I do think he would have the mental fortitude to handle it. And as you can see to the right, I believe he would master the raffle form because spirit control, I believe, can help with your mind and stuff like that. And that he would have the idea to think, if only my monkey form was smaller. But let's get back in to the video. The brackets would be Tien Shinhan versus Cyborg Cal, Goku versus Anonymous, aka Chi-Chi, Piccolo versus Krillin, and since Hero Kami does have to enter, it will be Yajirobe versus Tien Shinhan. I just said Tien Shinhan versus Yamcha. The first match will go down completely identical to how it did in canon. Oh, hey girl. I'm sorry, that was my cat. The first match will go down completely identical. Then the second match, Krillin would be a lot stronger, but like Piccolo would be much stronger, beating him even more soundly. Afterwards, I'm sorry you guys, my cat won't leave me alone. Afterwards, we all know what's gonna happen. Krillin loses to Piccolo. Then we have Yardratian versus Yamcha. This match wouldn't be close at all with Yamcha completely bodying Yardratian. And Yardratian was gonna say, I want the money to buy food. And Yamcha would then tell him about Korin's tower and all that stuff. So Yardratian will be a regular character. Not a regular character, he will still meet Korin and all that stuff. And he become the Bean Daddy or whatever. Afterwards, Chi-Chi and Goku have their fight. And Chi-Chi would say, I'll tell you who I am if you beat me. Goku would then knock her down. And she would then say, I'm the Ox King's daughter, Chi-Chi. And she would say, you said you'd marry me. And Goku would say, I said I'll see what the future holds. And I can't. I love someone else. And she would say, please. And Goku would say, the heart wants what the heart wants. And the woman I love is standing right there. He would point to Launch and she would be surprised. At that moment, she would then sneeze, turning into Blonde Launch. And she would then yell to Goku saying she loves him too. And the whole crowd would be in the midst of like awkwardness because a guy just refused her proposal and how he just confessed his love to another woman in front of him. Everyone would then be thinking, that gotta hurt. But afterwards, Chi-Chi would then say, okay, but don't worry guys, I'm giving Chi-Chi to someone special. And if you don't see it, look in the right hand corner. Yamcha gets all of it. But afterwards, it will be Piccolo versus Tien Shinhan. This match will be not extremely close, but close nonetheless. Piccolo would still win though. Afterwards, we have Yamcha versus Goku, and Goku would then just be fighting Yamcha, then just one-shot him. Chi-Chi would comfort him after everything, because on to the next one and all that. Afterwards, we'll have Piccolo versus Goku. This match will be pretty intense, with Goku not even trying, and Piccolo will start to notice this. Piccolo will even go into his gigantic form trying to do something, but Goku would then just completely body him nonetheless. Afterwards, he would win the match, and go off into the stands and propose to Launch. She would then say yes, crying, and Goku would be happy. Remember, Goku knows what marriage and stuff is, and knows a lot about women. He's a lot more mature and all that stuff. Like, he's like the perfect guy. Basically, that's it. Smart, kind, mature, handsome, all that stuff. He's the package. But over the next 5 years, they will have already started their family and all that stuff. They will have 2 twin children, one named Gohan and the other named Ranch. If you know Ranch, she's from MasakoX What If Raditz Turned Good series. I'll go check it out. I probably put a link in the description, but if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you've already watched his series. And the only reason I'm using Ranch is because I really like her as a character and I really want to use her in my video. And if you guys are shocked about how I made Goku marry Launch, come on. We all know Launch is much better than Chi-Chi. And to all you hardcore Chi-Chi fans out there, just remember this. She kinda tricked him into marrying her because the fool didn't know what marriage is. So, yeah. But let me get into power levels. Goku would be at power level 5,000. Gohan would be at a power level of at least 420. And Launch would have been at a power level of 1,250. Goku would have trained with Launch because I picture Launch really being a fighter out of the two of them. And really loved fighting with her father and all that stuff like that. And Gohan, he'll be the same, still wanting to study and stuff like that, but he'll be more rounded. Like, he'll be adjusted to fighting and having a family life and all that stuff, like how he is in Super. And the reason I'm giving Launch a power here is because basically her whole family is a bunch of fighters and strong people, so sorry. she would start to train with Goku and all that stuff, so she could have something to do with her family. Blonde Launch's power level would be 100, while normal Launch would be a power level of 50, still putting her over any normal human being on the planet. But she wouldn't be able to do Ki Blast and stuff like that, but she can fly. Sorry about that. Afterwards, on Master Roshi's island, the humans and all that stuff would get together, with all of them just saying, "How have you been? How have you been?" And Krillin would say, "I've been training like normal." And Yamcha would say, me and Chi-Chi, I think we're expecting another kid soon." And Bulma would be very happy for her, saying, "Yeah, you already have one. What's his name again? Toby?" And Yamcha would say, "Yeah." And Bulma would say, "He's a good kid. Smart one, too." And Master Roshi would say, "Yeah, he is." And Yamcha would say, "Chi-Chi wants him to be a scholar. And with my baseball career, I'm going to take care of my family." Over this time, Yamcha, he would have been more confident because he's stronger, has a wife and kid, and he needs to be the breadwinner and protect his family. Over the time, he would still keep up his training as well. Krillin would have a power level of 560, and Yamcha would have a power level of 410. Because he would still be training, but not as hardcore as the rest of the Z Fighters. At this time, Goku and Launch will arrive saying, "Well, if it isn't the happy couple," Krillin would say, and they will all say hi, and then they will all talk. Goku and Launch would tell their kids to go play with Toby, and then all three of them would be playing. And let me get into Toby's power level. Since Yamcha was stronger and all that stuff, I picture Toby with a power level of at least 200, and I believe Chi-Chi would accept it because she is a fighter, and he would still be studying and stuff like that, and he would be like away from her not training. I believe his personality would be like a mix between Yamcha's carefree attitude and Gohan's academic side. So yeah, all of them would be talking, playing with Mr. Turtle, and until all of them sense something, a mysterious power. We all know this is Raditz and stuff like that. You would then see a power level of 1,200 in the distance, saying, that must be. But then his scouter would pick up a large group of power levels, one of them being at least 3,000. He would then fly over to that 3,000 power level saying, "Kakarot got that strong?" All of them would sense this, and Goku would tell Master Roshi, Bulma, and Launch to get into the house. And they would all say, "But why?" And then they would all yell at them saying, "Get in the house!" They would then be out there waiting for whoever's approaching them. And then they would see some guy who looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. I like the Sonic the Hedgehog jokes with Raditz, but yeah. Raditz would then say, "Kakarot, why haven't you exterminated this planet?" And Goku would say, "Because I didn't want to." Remember, we have someone in Goku's life that knows what he is, so I picture Yard telling Goku about his heritage and all that stuff, so yeah. Afterwards, Goku would then say, "I am not going to destroy this planet. This is my home." And I'm sorry about the noise in the background. You know, all the sirens and stuff. I'm sorry about that, you guys. But yeah, sorry. I need to stop apologizing. I'm sorry again. And I just apologized again. Shut up, Charlie. Let's do this. He would then, Raditz would then try to punch Goku, but Goku would knock him down, and Launch would come out thinking that he took him down. But Goku would then say, "Get back in the house," screaming. But it would be too late. Raditz would have launched a death blast at her, knocked her down to the ground, but Goku would have then launched a full Ki blast, killing Raditz. He would then heal her with his spirit healing or whatever it's called, and he would then say, "That was reckless." She would then be like shy and all that stuff, saying, "I'm sorry, Goku." Then transform into that, and then she would start crying, saying, "I'm sorry," and Goku would say, "It's fine as long as you're safe." At this time, they will all think that it's over, until Bulma sees a scouter on the ground picking up and looking at it and saying, "You guys, there's more coming." And that's it for the video. I hope you guys like it. I'm sorry I made so many mistakes. I am currently doing this at a really late time, and this might not be posted till sometime around like 5 p.m. or something like that. I'm not sure, but if you guys like the video, please comment down below Team Launch or just Launch for short. I really want to do this because I prefer Launch to Chi-Chi, and I think Goku deserves a wife that just won't go crazy on him about everything. And this Goku, he's a lot better than the one in canon. He's not a bumbling idiot that will start a fight over nothing. Not like Goku starts fights, but he's mostly the cause for everything bad that happens on Earth. But I'm rambling on here. I hope you guys liked my first Dragon Ball What If. Please comment down below anything I should change, or anything you would suggest for the second part. But that will be it. This has been King Majin, signing out. Peace, baby.